Zed's World. If you're watching the channel, subscribe, give the video a like, leave a comment below. Nearly on 1,000 subs. Hold tight, everybody that watches my videos, gives the video a likes, and recommend it to other people. You get me? I appreciate it, man. You don't know already, man. But yeah, man, dig that, bro. Dig that, bro. Another, he was hard, like in his drill genre, yeah. Digdat was hard, bro. Digdat was one of the top ones, but yo, it don't look like Digdat. Unless a miracle happens, it don't look like we're gonna hear Digdat. Well, we can, don't get it, nowadays in jail you can still do your thing, you know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna see no videos out here. We're not gonna see no. He can still do his thing in jail. We already seen it with the Trench Mob or KB and all them, man, Mazza and all that, man. Whole time all them, man, that was doing their thing in jail, man. That's the best bet for Digdat right now, because he's just been found guilty of another firearm offense. Remember, he had a trial for attempted murder, and he got found guilty on that a couple months ago, like probably 2 months ago, probably 3 months ago, probably longer than that. He got found guilty, and we always waiting to get sentenced. Then we waiting to see what he gets in the sentence. Then something came to light that my man had another gun charge. That's why he ain't been sentenced for his attempted murder. So he's got an attempted murder he's been sentenced for. So imagine that. Yourself, boy, I'm gonna get a little bird for that. Not a little bird, you're probably gonna get something in the region of 20s for the attempted murder. Already, you took it to trial as well and lost. So it's even worse. And then you've got another firearm trial, bro. Him, and I think it was another two, man. I'm not sure, but it definitely was. Now I think it was him and another two, man. I think the driver got away, and him and the next man got locked up for it. And boy, the trial was on from last week, but it's been like kept under wraps. Drew say he's already got this attempted murder conviction, yeah. I don't think they wanted the public to. I don't think it would want to. I don't think that they wanted it to sway the jury. You get me? I don't think that they wanted the jury to hear too much about that, because then they'll probably just convict him off the strength of that. You know how it goes already. So it's been quiet about his trial, but we have heard that he was on trial. And yeah, man, the news just broke about an hour ago that my man got found guilty, bro. And I was waiting for that as well, because I was thinking, yo, what's happening with the Digdat thing? I was thinking that I thought he was going to get sentenced. I mean, not sentenced, get the verdict last Friday. But he didn't come. But today he got found guilty. But to be honest, yeah, let me get into it quickly, though. He says here, yeah, total crime. I follow them on Twitter. They cover all high cases and all that, man. And my man Total Crime says, I have some breaking news. I have on good authority that Nathan Takausi, you can tell Digdat's got some Chinese or some Asian in him somehow, and just by that name, anyway. But yeah, better known as rapper Digdat, was found not guilty of possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life today after a trial at the Old Bailey. However, he was convicted of a simple possession of a firearm and ammunition. You get me? This related to a gun which was thrown out a window by a passenger in a BMW Digdat was driving through Deptford. Also, Digdat, my bad, I thought someone else was driving. Digdat was driving, and someone else threw a firearm out of the passenger window. Get me? But yeah, so even for that case there, he's found guilty, because if he would have pled guilty, he probably would have got a 5. So he's probably gonna get like a 7, 8 for that. But if he gets sentenced for the other thing as well, that's just gonna run concurrent. This case don't really matter, to be honest. Anyway, this case don't really matter, because whatever he was getting for this, the attempted murder, like if he get sentenced, that's gonna be way higher. So anytime, like, and they're not going to pull it back to back. They're not going to make it go consecutive. So it don't really matter. But yeah, it's still a charge that you just probably don't want on your thing, innit? And it says Digdat will now be sentenced next month for the attempted murder of Lugervels. You know, Lugervels was CGM, you get me, from someone from Digdat's camp here, which I wrote about in Substack in March, you get me. And then he says, but today's verdict, for obscure legal reasons I won't trouble you with, could lead to Digdat appealing his attempted murder case. So when he's saying that there might be something in this, yeah, there might be something in this, yeah, to actually for him to apply for an appeal in his attempted murder case, bro. You never know. So the way they're talking, like saying this case might help his other case, I don't know how. He's not explaining either. So I don't know, man, but yeah. So boy, he's took 2 court cases to trial and lost both of them. Certain time, man gotta know when the things are against them. So this is what I'm saying, like people, I don't know what it is, man. If do man check their evidence and see what going on? Because if you check it and see, you're probably looking and thinking, all these times you trying to take everything to trial, yeah. Now, by the time you, like with his attempted murder charge now, yeah, he didn't plead guilty to that, yeah. He took it to trial and got found guilty. I don't know if the evidence was it just depends on the evidence. Obviously, if you've got a chance of 50-50, you're going to take it. But if the evidence is overwhelming, man gotta know when to start pleading guilty. Because by the time you plead, so you look, that attempted murder, he probably would have got like a 15 or something plead guilty. Now you're gonna get like a 24 or something like that. So when you get to your 12 years or something where you could have got out, and then you thought, if I would have pled guilty, I would have been out by now. But now, because I took it to trial, I've got to do longer. Man gotta know when to. I'm not just speaking about this case because I don't know super details on the case, so I don't know if it was a 50-50, but there's a lot of men out there that will have overwhelming evidence on them and still try and take it to trial, bro. And still trying to take it to trial, and then Cody will probably look and think, we cooked, man. I'm gonna plead guilty, and then the man will moan at him for being realistic. This is how a lot of people fall out as well, I've seen it before. 2-3 man on the same charge. One or two man wants to plead guilty and one man don't, and then man ain't chatting to each other and that. But really, the evidence was bad, so they thought, we might as well just go guilty, man. Trust me. And with this Digdat thing, he's lost both his cases, man. So even and the same, it flew out the passenger. I don't know, man. So that's what I'm saying, man. People gotta be down to like. No, the man gotta speak sometimes. Like if you and a man are rolling and a man jumps in your car with something, you gotta have that understanding. If something happens, we're not gonna stop, but if something happens, are you gonna own up to your thing, or you get me? Because I'm the type of man. I'm not saying I would, I am, or doing any of that stuff. Yeah, I'm not saying none of that. So don't. You get me? I'm saying if I jumped in a man's car with something and we blew chasing and they find the something and the driver had nothing to do with it, but I've just jumped in his car, boom, then and then they find it or something, my DNA comes back. I'm not making us both go down for the thing, bro. I'm just gonna take it. That's me though. That's me. You get me? But at the same time, we don't know I'm not on about this case. Like I said, I'm just talking in general, like me. If I jump in a man's car and I'm telling him, I got something and that, and he's agreeing, we're not stopping. But if we blow chase, crash or whatnot and boom and they find something, I'm gonna say it's mine, bro. I'm gonna say it's mine, man. It don't make sense both man going to the pen. You get me? So people just gotta kind of know what going, man, when they, you know what I'm saying? People just gotta know that, I don't know what, these man could have been in it together, like, we're rolling and just, I don't know, but yeah, man, certain time, you'll see 4 man go down for one thing, and you get me? It's like, it's pointless, man. It's pointless. But that's me though anyway. What do you lot think? If you're watching the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, give the video a like, people. I'm gone. Zed's World.
Now motherfuckers say you crazy, nigga call me crazy. You know I be thinking when they say that? Niggas say I'm crazy, I be thinking, yep. I was crazy enough to believe what the fuck I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was persistent enough and consistent enough to exist now. Feel what I'm saying? So later on, y'all can check it out. I know y'all niggas be reading 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene. Now you gonna read the 50th law, because I done got with Robert Greene to create the new shit for you to read, nigga.